Hi, hello, folks. How are you? This is your tarot dad back with another daily tarot card pull. Let's see what's going to be today, folks. Is this card going to predict exactly how your day is going to go? No. Is it going to give you some extra tools to walk into your day with? Yes, that is exactly the point of this bad boy. You know, we can pull these cards and it's just going to help you. Like, let's just say you walk out and about and you see somebody wearing socks with their Birkenstock sandals. You're going to have a couple of more tools in your belt to help deal with that. Let's just say maybe you have some sort of relational thing happen or a personal question that comes up. Yeah, you're going to have a little bit more tools to help you deal with that, to help you think about that, and to help you ponder whatever it is you might need to be pondering, because that's really what this is all about. It's about self-reflection, and that's what's important here. So I'm just going to get one more shuffling, okay? Just for good measure. All right, here we go. Nice and shoe-flayed. Oh, yes. Very solid spread here. Very solid spread here, Tarot D's. I mean, come on. Could we, what? As my buddy Joey's going to say, cups! Here we are, folks. Knight of Cups. Now, I love the Knight cards, and here is why. Knight cards, so we've talked about this before. I call them like royal court cards, right? As I learned from my mom, who is my tarot mentor, right? She's a badass, witchy woman. I love her very much. We have talked through what these mean to her. It resonates with me what they mean, right? These are varying forms of energy that one can approach a thing with, okay? Now, cups, as we know, emotions, hopes, dreams. This has been an emotional week, let's be real. It has just been all cups. A lot of introspection based off of what we're feeling, what we're hoping for, what we're dreaming, and what we're desiring in life. So maybe there is a reason that this is popping up a lot for us. Certainly for me, it's been a very solid week of these cup cards teaching me some lessons and giving me some tools to run into my day with. Now, what I'm seeing here in the Knight, and this is one of my favorite court cards, are the Knights. Knights represent I am going into battle for this thing. Energy, right? Conviction. That like convicted energy. That is why Knight cards are so fun, because it's almost like a devil may care pursuit of a thing, whatever your thing is, right? And so the Knight here, this is the Knight of Cups, right? This is telling us to pursue our emotions, pursue our hopes and dreams, to pursue our feelings with that conviction, with the conviction of someone who has chosen to ride in on their horse for this thing, who is so certain of their emotions, so certain of their feelings that we are up on our horse about them. We are in our battle gear. We're in our armor. We're going to ground for this thing. And in this case, it's our emotions, it's our feelings, it's our hopes. It's our dreams. This is such a fun card to be pulling on the heels of us 2 days ago having the King of Cups, and yesterday was the 10 of Cups. It's been all about emotions, and this is, funny enough, a cool order in which for us to come into these, right? King of Cups was about having certainty and stillness and sitting amongst a throne amongst your feelings. 10 of Cups being that we are like bringing so many feelings together and creating a rainbow out of them. Now we're pulling our Knight of Cups, which is challenging us to be so certain about our feelings, to be so sure that we are willing to step up to the plate for our feelings, for our emotions. This is now a really cool energy for us to steel ourselves with for today, that we can now go into this whole weekend having the power that comes from certainty of one's feelings, sureness of one's feelings. The conviction piece is going to be big for us today. Something that I want to point out just in the artwork, right? The cup here is held out in front. This is what they're leading with, right? This is the charge. The charge is what's inside your heart, right? You're leading with your heart. You are leading with the face mask off so that you can be seen, right? This is, again, certainty of oneself, certainty of one's innerness, right? When we feel that kind of steeled up natural armor that comes from being sure of ourselves, we can lead without a mask. We can lead without the guard down. We have our winged armor here. This to me suggests swiftness. This suggests flying, right? A kind of soaring, a speed, right? So I think there can be some sure pieces here that I want to talk about a little bit that you can trust. Today might be a day where we can move with certainty. We can move with the sureness of our own internal self, right? We've had a lot of cups, one of which challenged us to sit and have a think about ourselves, have a think about our cups, about our emotions. Then we had a card earlier this week wherein we are trying to dissect what our true desires are, right? Our true intentions. We're trying to sift through the clouds, through all the other things that the world tells us that we might be needing to have to figure out what our on a pedestal desire is. Now we're talking about bringing in the full spectrum of everybody's desires in order to create some harmony. And now today we get to walk forward with a certainty about ourselves, knowing that we have done this work this week, right? We have been challenged with these things. And if you haven't, that's okay. This card can also be a challenge to become like this knight, to take the steps that it would take to train to be the knight at the round table of our feelings. This is a kind of a steeled pursuit that I'd like for all of us to think about today as we're going through today and take it on into the weekend, right? Despite the armor here, I think the cup being outstretched suggests a lot of vulnerability to me. That's something for us to ponder as we're moving through today. That sureness of one's feelings is also a safety sharing it with others, is also a safety leading with those feelings, right? Meeting folks with your insides, with who you are, with what you care about, what you feel, what you dream about, right? We are leading with that. And again, mask is up. The cover of our face is up. We are looking dead ahead, clear as ourselves. And something that I want to really point to for today. Let's take today and lead with ourselves, lead with our feelings, lead with who we are on the inside, and do so confidently, but also vulnerably. The vulnerable piece is really important. It's not about going to battle with folks with your feelings. It is about being willing to lead with them, being willing to be on a horse for them, to stand that hard with yourself, that you lead with oneself and you lead with oneself openly. So that's what I'd like for us to ponder today. I think this is a really cool card for us to pull, and especially in the context of this week. I hope you guys are loving these. I'm loving these. This has been such a light of my life. I've said this a million times. It is electrifying. So thank you for showing up here all the time. Please consider sharing with some of your friends. Please consider liking and subscribing and sharing around as much as you can on any platforms. And if you have any suggestions, have any feedback or anything that you want to provide to me, I'm going to lead with my feelings here, be vulnerable, and open myself up. Like, come on, bring them on. I'd love to hear from you guys. I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for being here. Go take care of yourselves and go take care of somebody else and others. Tarot Dad, out.